Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to the podcast. My name is Aaron. This is my co-host Elijah.
Hey.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say something because last time you were worried that I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, well, let's go on with the intro. Today we're talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier, and we're also going to have another matchup. Today's matchup is going to be Batman versus Iron Man, so stay tuned for that.
Spoiler.
And let's just hop right into this Falcon and Winter Soldier. So, in my opinion, I like it a lot. I like the action that's in it. It started out really strong with action because, you know, we got Falcon flying through canyons, getting shot at with missiles and getting chased down by helicopters. I really like that. And then I kind of like this dark road that Winter Soldier is kind of going down. He's battling demons right now with all the shit that he's done in his past. Even though he had no control over it, he still has those memories. So Elijah, tell me what you think about Falcon Winter Soldier.
I thought the new villain, it looks pretty cool. The Flag Smasher people.
Yeah. Flag Smasher in the comics is one person, right? And it was like a Captain America villain?
I don't really know a whole lot about them. Like, I don't even really know what they look like, to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting anybody to have, like, superpowers in the Falcon and Winter Soldier show, but, apparently this dude's pretty powerful.
I've heard rumors that it's supposed to be mutants.
I don't know. I'm gonna do a quick Google to see who the Flag Smasher people are in the, like,
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really expecting them to have powers either. I just assumed they were gonna be like goons or like henchmen for Zemo, but we haven't even seen Zemo yet, and we've already got a tease for a villain. What do you think about the new Captain America?
I was expecting them to, like, yeah, I was expecting his intro was gonna be like, you know, this is your new Captain America, meet, you know, U.S. agent or whatever, because I feel like that's who that is U.S. agent.
I've heard that it's supposed to be U.S. agent, but at the same time, I'm kind of catching a vibe that he might be a bad guy.
Oh yeah, I would. Well, U.S. agent isn't the nicest person in the world.
Honestly, my first thought whenever I saw him was that I thought it was that guy. Hold on. I thought it was that guy that picked up that one military guy and slammed him on the ground. The guy from earlier, whenever he jumped out of the second story or third story window with the money.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
That was my first thought. I don't know who he is because, you know, he had a mask on, so
yeah.
I couldn't tell what he looked like.
Don't know. But from what Google says on like the first like little paragraph it gives you about the character, it is the first. There's been two Flag Smashers. So as far as like how different it is in the comics versus in the show, it seems like there wasn't really a big like cult type grouping of like Flag Smasher people.
Yeah.
But like I said, there was two, and the first one was mainly a Captain America villain, and the second is like other people. You kind of just fights whoever you can get near. But yeah, before this show was like teased and was coming out, I had never heard of them, never seen them, never. Really...
I've only heard about them once from comics, but I didn't know much about them even then.
I haven't heard anything about them. It's pretty like under the radar villain for a Marvel show, I would think, or yeah. I think.
Yeah, I found it really sad whenever Winter Soldier was having, I guess he was having a dream or maybe just a flashback of whenever he killed that guy, the innocent guy in the hotel or whatever, and then the old man that he's hanging out with.
That's the reason why.
I thought that was very sad.
Yeah, I thought it was a very cool touch because the whole time I was like, well, Bucky's like, you know, 106 years old, so obviously this isn't like his uncle or grandpa or something.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you kind of figure out that Bucky's going through and like trying to right all these wrongs and get like kind of like a reprimation of like his past deeds and like kind of make up for it. And then you know you get the big kind of like first episode like twistaroo, and it's Bucky's like the one who killed that guy's son, and he doesn't know how his son died and everything. And Bucky's just trying to get to a point where he knows like how to tell him and like, or like just what to tell him or whatever. And I thought that was pretty cool for Bucky's character.
Yeah,
as far as like character development.
I thought it was kind of one of those funny moments whenever he was talking to the therapist and he wouldn't open up to her and she was grabbing the notebook and he was like, "Really? The notebook? We're doing that again?"
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of a funny touch. I'm interested to see what they're going to be like if Falcon and Winter Soldier both go to the therapist, because I think at some point they do.
That'd be funny. I don't know what it is about therapy, but in movies, therapy is always really funny to like see characters go through. Like, I don't know if you've ever watched the show Lucifer.
No.
There's therapy in that show between Lucifer, the devil, and like a therapist, and it's very funny.
I like Falcon's new wings, his suit.
I didn't even realize that they were new.
Yeah.
Are they new?
I mean, I don't know if it might even be like a whole new tech setup, because like they were talking about it a little bit, and it's Stark tech, but it's like a different color design. I know that for a fact.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, it's more of, I think in the older, like in Civil War, it might have just been maybe like a dark blue and gray and maybe a touch of red, and now it's more of like red and silver.
Right.
So I like that. It was pretty cool. I like Red Wing. Red Wing seemed like it wasn't just like a little drone anymore. It had like missiles and shit on it.
Yeah, I kind of hope that they ditch that and he gets his like actual Red Wing Falcon, like an actual Falcon.
Yeah.
'Cause in the comics, it's a real bird, but I don't know. I guess the little computer thing's pretty cool too. Like, since like we're in like the age of drones.
I like it.
And stuff.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
I think having like a drone now is like the equivalent of like a Hawkmaster having.
And
like
I realized that the guy that he was chasing after in the beginning, the wingsuit guys, one of them was the same guy that fought Captain America in Winter Soldier on that boat, where they had that fight scene where they both were like really good at jiu-jitsu or whatever.
Right.
And he never killed that guy. He ran away at some point. I think it was Black Widow and Cap were in a room and like a bomb went off and caused them to go flying back, and then that guy escaped during that. So
that's cool that they brought somebody back from like that far.
Yeah, I'm wondering how far that's gonna run down this Falcon and Winter Soldier series, or if he was just like somebody that was just right at the beginning.
I'm kind of curious because like with all the like the U.S. agent stuff coming out and all that, and I don't want to dive too heavily into theories because like 90% of what WandaVision was people like making up theories that were like,
yeah,
I don't know, like the more outlandish they seemed, it was almost like the more like realistic or something, that like more truth they had to them. So I was just kind of curious to like sit and think like, oh, in the comics, you know, we've gone through like Hydra Cap, which is like where Captain America was revealed to be the Hydra agent or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's solved when the original Captain America comes back. I'm pretty sure in the older like classic comics, whenever the stuff that's happening in the MCU happens in like the older comics, like Captain America steps down or whatever, and the US agent comes in, I'm fairly certain that is also solved by Captain America coming back and like taking his thing back. So I think it would be kind of cool for them to like wait maybe a year or two and then bring Steve back to like do like one or two more movies or something. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I remember Chris Evans saying that he would like to return as Captain America. I'm not so sure about Robert Downey Jr. wanting to do Iron Man. I'm sure he wouldn't. I'm sure he wouldn't pass it up, but at the same time, I think it should just stay how it is.
Yeah, as far as like the characters that they've killed off, I think they should stay dead. But like as far as we know, Captain America's just old. You know?
He just got old and retired.
And they could always just go back in time and ask like a young version of him, like, "Hey, we need a little help. You want to come to this timeline or whatever, real quick?"
But I'm kind of with you on not wanting to come up with a bunch of theories because I followed quite a bit of theories for.
Did I ever send you that picture?
Yeah, where it kept every theory would show.
No, not that one.
Oh.
There was one. It was like the title card for Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
No.
And it was replaced with Mephisto and the Winter Mephisto. I thought that one was really fun.
But yeah, it seems like a lot of people are saying that we might get mutants in this one, but I don't want to keep my hopes up. I think mutants are probably going to be held off until like the big movies start to come out, and then they start teasing that in like post-credit scenes.
I think what people are really thinking is going to happen is we will get Inhumans, in this.
Yeah.
And the difference between a mutant and an inhuman is an inhuman is someone who gets their powers. They're not born with it. Well, I think they can be born with it, but it's different than like a mutant.
Kind of like Monica Rambeau did.
Right. Right. Yeah, she's an inhuman. Medusa's an inhuman. Black Bolt's an inhuman. There's a couple other humans, but I'm drawing on their names.
It could be. I mean, that could be exactly what these people are that are part of this like flag smasher group.
Right. They could be genetically altered people that now have these like powers or whatever. But that also kind of like brings the question back to WandaVision, where, you know, we kind of got insight into Wanda's childhood, and there's a big possibility that she's the reason why that bomb never went off when it fell into her living room. It's like Agatha's like she shows her the memory, and like Wanda puts her hand up as like a little kid, and like the memory ends, and Agatha looks at her like, oh, you had something to do with that bomb not blowing up. Like, you didn't just sit there and not blow up. Like, you used your magic to do that. Like, and you might have not noticed, but that's what happened. So I think from like a standpoint of like not chronological or continuity, from like a standpoint of like trying to make everything make sense, for them to do a thing where like mutants just like pop up, or like, oh, you know, now there's mutants, that really doesn't make sense, you know, considering the fact that they kind of teased and poked and prodded at the fact that Wanda might have had her powers already.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be like disastrous for the franchise, you know, if they did go ahead and do the mutants like popping up out of nowhere or whatever. Because I could just say like, oh, you know, they could prove that Wanda didn't use her powers back then, and like had gotten it like early or before or after that like incident or whatever.
I feel like it wouldn't be too hard for them to just like bring them in and say like, oh well, mutants were created whenever Thanos destroyed all the stones. It just caused like a blast and a warp in time or something.
I think what would make a little bit more sense, not to say that, you know, that's bad writing or whatever, but I think it'd be cool for them to say like, you know, while everybody who was blipped away, like while they were gone, they were kind of like in a state of like how Monica was in between the wall or inside the wall of Wanda's like Wanda's hex thing, like not in the real world, not in Wanda's world, but in that middle part. You know, what if all the people who were blipped away were in a place like that, and like their blood and, you know, genes and all that were changed because of that.
Yeah.
You know, then 5 years later, Thanos gets defeated, and, you know, everyone's sitting back home. Well, maybe that's where they came. Maybe that's where they came from. You know.
Yeah, they'll probably tie the mutants in somehow with something Thanos did. Because it seems like they keep talking about like the blip and all that in the series.
It's apparently very important to the series because it's mentioned many, many times.
Yeah, because it like is altering pretty much their whole way of life.
Right.
So I don't know, man. I think the mutants are probably still going to be held off for quite some time. I think the next thing that they introduce will be the Fantastic Four.
I don't know, because the Fantastic Four, well, no, they're not really mutants because they get their powers on the.
Yeah, I would say they're
mission.
Inhumans as well.
Yeah, pretty much. If you like really want to put them in a group, you know.
Yeah.
I would say pretty much Inhuman instead of like a regular run-of-the-mill like X-Men mutant type guy.
Because as far as I know, I think that they're still trying to find like the perfect cast for Wolverine. Because that's just such a hard role to like fill.
Honestly, I think they should just leave him out of it. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, was he even like an original
no.
mutant?
A lot of people don't know this just because of the movies. They think the original team was what's in the movie. The original team didn't have half those members. The original team was Professor X was leading it. He wasn't really on it. It was Jean Grey, Cyclops, Beast, Angel, and Iceman.
What about Havoc? Because isn't Havoc Cyclops' brother?
Havoc, he's his older brother. which is why he joined first.
Every single podcast you
Yeah.
drop it, dude.
I drop it every time. I got to. Gotta keep it up. It's consistency. That's why they subscribe. But yeah, that's why Havoc joins first, and then something another happens, and he quits and joins the bad team, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
See, that's different from the movies because I think it was.
He just dies.
It might have been. Yeah, it might have been Days of Future Past or something like that. But he dies from an explosion.
Yeah, the house blows up.
Yeah, because Quicksilver saves everybody, but he couldn't save him because he was the closest one to the explosion. It's kind of weird though, because doesn't he absorb? No, the bad guy at that time was the one that absorbed any kind of energy, and then used it against whoever or whatever.
Well, Apocalypse?
No, it was Kevin Bacon was the guy that played the villain.
Oh, shit.
Magneto's the one that kills him because he puts a coin through his forehead.
Yeah, I know, that was really cool too.
Yeah.
What is his name?
Yeah, I can't think of it either.
I know what it is.
And it had that one lady, the blonde lady. She was a villain as well.
Frost, ain't it?
Yeah, Emma Frost.
I like Emma Frost. She's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure. Do you know what an omega level mutant is?
No, I don't even like. What is her power?
She can turn her skin into like diamond hard metal, or like diamond hard kind of
Material.
yeah. And which is like bulletproof and all that, great stuff.
She's like a female
Sebastian
Cyclops,
Shaw.
but better.
Who?
She's like a female Cyclops, but like tougher.
I don't know if she's tougher, really. I mean, she might be. I don't know. But the dude from the Thing, the movie,
Kevin Bacon's role.
Kevin
in the X-Men
Bacon's part
movie.
in the X-Men movie is Sebastian Shaw, which is the leader of the Hellfire Club, I think, in the comic.
I really liked Azazel. Is that his name?
The red dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't he supposed to be Nightcrawler's father?
I don't know, because if he is, I don't know. I just don't know.
He reminded me of the devil.
Yeah, that's the whole thing with him is like that's where we get the devil, and like in the Marvel universe, that's where we get like how we perceive the devil. It's like somebody saw him with like the forked tongue and the bayed top tail and the horns and whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's his dad. I know his mom's Mystique. I'm pretty sure.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Mystique old as hell.
See, I only know from the movies, and in the movies they were just like friends because they were like the same age in the movies.
Yeah, the movies aren't the same. In the comics, let's see. Pretty sure Rogue is her kid. Nightcrawler's her kid. And she's got like another kid, I think. I can't remember.
See, Mystique doesn't look that great blue, but being married to someone like her who could just be anybody, it's probably a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Yeah, because like you just go to the bar with a friend one night, but turns out your friend's like dead in his house. Your wife dressed as your friend.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, what about that girl over there? You want to sleep with her? Huh? Do you?
Imagine being the guy to try to cheat on her, and she could just turn into, like, she could find out who you're cheating on her with, and then turn into her.
She just. God, that'd be terrible. I mean, if you're a piece of shit, that'd be terrible. If you're pretty good.
Yeah, if you're cheating on somebody, you deserve it.
Yeah, if you're an okay person, then it shouldn't be that big a deal. Mystique. Don't judge me. I don't know how to spell it.
What are you looking up?
I was gonna look up her kid.
Who does she like? Who's the one that she has kids with?
I don't know if it's ever explained, to be honest.
Is she still best friends with is it Xavier?
Okay, so Mystique has at least 2 biological children. It's Nightcrawler, who was fathered by Azazel, which is yeah.
Who else?
Huh? Oh, okay. So Graydon Creed
I don't know who that is.
It's Sabretooth's kid, and Graydon Creed like hates mutants. He's like kind of like, remember in the X-Men or the Wolverine movie, Stryker? You remember Stryker?
Yeah.
He's kind of like that, but like different.
Damn, his dad's a mutant.
Yeah, both of his parents are a mutant. He ain't got no power.
That would suck.
Mm-hmm.
I would hate to have mutant parents and then not get a power. Alright.
And then when Rogue ran away from home after figuring out her powers, Mystique picked her up and raised her.
So she's kind of like an adopted kid.
Yeah, so she has 2 biological kids that are known, and then she raised Rogue.
Alright, so I want to get into this Batman and Iron Man matchup.
Yes.
This is going to be a touchy topic because, you know, we got a lot of Batman fans out there and a lot of Iron Man fans out there. And just about every single Batman fan is obviously going to say the Batman's going to win, but...
Same thing with the Iron Man fans.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly, it's the same thing.
You're going to have to take this with a grain of salt, whoever's out there listening, but...
I feel like people who just like Robert Downey Jr. will back up Iron Man without even knowing anything about either character.
Yeah, probably so.
So we have like Hollywood.
And that's really all that I have to go off of is Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. I mean, I've watched like a little bit of the animated series, but other than that, I don't read comics, so...
I think my side's got this one. I know quite a bit about Iron Man.
Alright, so...
Pretty neat.
Let's just go straight into it with the categories. And I don't remember what all they were. What were they again?
Okay, so the first one is accuracy / strength. And I figure since we're using characters like the 2 that we're using, we could just do both of them instead of picking one.
Yeah, because I would say that they both
deal with those
like,
2 things.
I don't know how you would do it with... Like Batman's like physical strength compared to Tony Stark's physical strength. Batman wins, but you know, if we're doing it with Iron Man's suit obviously can withstand a lot more strength.
Well, let's say suited up. Let's say Batman versus Superman suit, and Iron Man just any of his Iron Man suits.
Hulkbuster.
I feel like that's a little unfair, but if you want to give him
well,
a
I mean,
suit,
you know, you got Batman suit, the Superman versus Batman suit
right
is supposed to stop Superman.
Well, it's supposed to keep him alive until he can stab him with a little green rock.
Yeah, so he made a suit that's supposed to like withstand the power of Superman, just like Iron Man is making a suit to withstand the power of Hulk.
Okay, I feel like that's kind of level now that you put it like that term.
I mean, yeah, the Hulkbuster suit is humongous compared to Batman's suit, but I don't know how else you would compare like the suits.
I haven't watched the Snyder Cut. I've only watched normal Justice League or normal Batman versus Superman. Was that 2 different movies?
The Batman versus Superman and Justice League were 2 separate movies.
Oh.
Batman versus Superman was the movie to lead up to Justice League.
What happens in Justice League then?
That's when they all get together and they fight Steppenwolf and Darkseid. Well, in the Snyder Cut.
Oh yeah.
In the theatrical cut, it was just them fighting Steppenwolf.
Yeah, because they cut Darkseid.
Yeah.
He still looks like shit. I don't care what you say. Darkseid looks cool. I like the way Darkseid looks.
Yeah, he does look cool.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Batman's I'm gonna just say it like the Superman Buster suit.
Super Buster.
And
the Man Buster.
And then the Hulkbuster Iron Man suit. We're just gonna compare those.
The Man Wrangler.
Honestly, if you ask me, they both failed at making a suit to stop those.
Yeah, neither one of them succeeded.
Because Batman's suit only really held up whenever Superman was hit with kryptonite.
Yeah, it was weakened.
And then Iron Man just had like a bunch of backup parts.
Didn't work.
He just had a bunch of backup parts that constantly had to come down and like replace parts of it because of Hulk just going crazy.
And he's like Hulk still gets away, if I'm not mistaken.
No, Tony Stark ends up knocking him out because he
knocks him out.
So like he picks him up and they fly really high up, and he goes through that building that they were using for construction.
Right.
And they were under a bunch of debris, and then Hulk stands up, and then Iron Man like just blindsides him with a punch and knocks him out. But nonetheless, if that wouldn't have happened, if he didn't go through a building and stun him.
If Iron Man couldn't fly, then...
Yeah. So, I don't know.
What I do remember is Hulk wasn't common.
Yeah. So I don't really know how you would compare them because they both failed, but...
That is a lot to say about the Hulkbuster suit, though.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, a full raged out Hulk, like he's getting stronger like with every second he's mad.
Yeah.
So that's pretty damn strong.
I would still kind of say that, man. I would have to say
Superman has a base power level. He doesn't get any stronger than he already.
Well, he does get stronger with the Red Sun.
Yeah, with the Red Sun. Was the Red Sun out when he was fighting Batman?
No,
Okay.
they were fighting at night, but
Okay.
he was also hit with kryptonite, and he still managed to disable Batman's suit.
Before that,
I'm gonna just take Iron Man's side on this because Batman failed. Like, he didn't suppress him with the suit. He suppressed him with the kryptonite.
right?
Iron Man suppressed Hulk with the suit and actually managed to knock him out long enough for him to calm down. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the suit. So I know we have a category for suits.
Strength and accuracy is what we're doing.
So far we've only talked about the suit, and
So you want to just go ahead and mark it for suit?
just we'll put like a half a point for the suit because we still need to go into like whose suit is cooler. Just because
I'm
of,
just not gonna put anything.
I mean,
So accuracy and strength. Who do you think? All right, let's just do it this way. You take Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr.
without a suit, Tony Stark is not gonna overpower
Not
Batman.
at all. There is not a single version of Batman that would lose that fight. And I don't like Batman that much.
So half a point to Batman.
No, I think whole point for accuracy and strength.
What accuracy?
I mean, Batarangs versus Tony Stark, who has no...
His tech is what gives him accuracy.
Exactly. So if we're doing, Bruce Wayne, Tony Stark, for this specific battle, Bruce Wayne's got it. Accuracy and strength, hands down.
Okay. So let's just go ahead.
Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like we can add in the suits and the tech for combat skills, power, and I can add tech into that. Or if you want me to just create a new one for tech
Yeah, just go ahead and create a new category for tech, and
for battles like this.
We'll keep the strength and accuracy, and we'll go ahead and give the strength and accuracy to Batman.
Yep. So Batman's leading with 1 point so far. Combat skills and powers.
Combat skills, hands down, is already going to Batman.
Oh yeah, by far.
And powers, it's kind of
They don't really have powers.
no. They're both just normal people.
Like,
but
the only thing you could really say that Batman would have an increase in is like the will to like do the he has like an unbreakable will for justice. Like that's about all he has. He's just a really good cop when you look at it. Like under a light, really. He doesn't have anything else going for him other than his tech.
He's a good detective
and his like fighting skills. But he's not like the Question or like Constantine. He's not like.
He does have like, I would say above like.
I mean, he's
a
smart.
pro level strength.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's still not a power though.
Because
Batman punches you, you're gonna be like, oh man, that hurt. I think I lost a tooth.
Nah, Batman punch is gonna knock your ass out.
Well, I mean, I get that, but I'm not talking about my fucking unhealthy ass.
Unless you're.
Okay, so let's say
superhuman.
Batman walks up to Joe Rogan, slaps him right on the forehead. Joe Rogan's gonna be like, man, that kind of hurt. Ouch, Batman. Superman walks up, slaps Joe Rogan on the forehead. There is no more Joe Rogan. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I see now.
Like Batman, yeah, he's strong compared to me, or compared to Superman, he's not that strong. But that's also like saying me compared to someone like Joe Rogan who worked out and did all this stuff for 40 years.
His superpower is money.
I mean, yeah, and he didn't even do anything to get it.
But even compared to Tony Stark, Tony
God.
Stark has so much more money than he does. Tony Stark,
yeah. Because Tony, yeah.
If you look at it from a comic standpoint, or just in general, Tony Stark is worth like $20 billion.
Oh yeah.
Batman is like a percentage of that. He's still a billionaire, but he's like
probably like
it's like $2 billion.
Yeah.
Compared to like $200 billion.
I mean, there's points where like Tony Stark like buys a country. I think.
Yeah.
Batman don't do that.
No.
Batman has one cave.
He spends all of his money on his toys.
Yeah, he buys like jets and cars, and Iron Man's just like, I'll just make
Iron
'em.
Man builds them.
Yeah, I'll just make them in my garage. Which
I'll
garage
build
you
them
ask?
I'll build
One-
them and then sell them.
Yeah, which garage you ask? One of the 40 that I have in this house. Which house is this? About the 49th.
Yeah, because Iron Man, he's pretty much the one that buys like all of the Avengers
Yeah.
headquarters.
I
He had the one in New York and then the one in upstate New York.
Yeah, I think it was like, I thought one was in Virginia.
It could have been.
I thought.
I mean, I don't know where
thought,
all of them
I
are.
thought one was kind of near like the FBI
Hell, I mean, even like
thing.
even Shield, they want to get their hands on Stark Tech.
Yeah. I mean, there's like a whole. Stark Tech is very valuable, and there's a show coming out about.
He's like the only one to like successfully make a reactor.
Yeah, yeah. Well, in the way he does. I mean, we have reactors. Like we have nuclear reactors.
Well, his is like a handheld
yeah.
reactor.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like his, yes, but we have like giant ones that are unstable and explode a lot.
All right, so we got combat skills, and is combat skills and what?
Powers, but we kind of had that
Let's,
discussion.
we can't really do the powers because they're both just.
I
normal
mean,
people, really.
going off combat skills, it's still Batman.
Yeah, I would just say do the combat skills and kind of just mark out powers for this one because they're both just normal people.
All right, so Batman's leading with 2 with 1, 2, 3, 4 to go.
And we got tech. Is that the next category?
Tech is next. Got some next tech.
Dude,
Some tech mix.
100% I'm going Iron Man.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt.
Like his tech is.
I've
just out of
never
this world.
seen Batman roll up to a fight, realize he was undermanned, and then like self-produce cannons out of nothing. Like Iron Man.
I
has
still
all
give
this,
it.
like,
I still give it to Batman for the gadgets that he does
like,
have.
he is oddly prepared, especially.
But
if
you know,
look at,
you're
like,
you're
older
comparing
Batman.
you're comparing a guy that makes his own batarangs and his own smoke bombs, as opposed to somebody who makes a
Yeah.
fucking handheld arc reactor to power his body.
Not
and his
even that.
suits.
He programs robots to do it.
Yeah,
He's like a whole factory, company, conglomerate, all of it in one.
he
man's
made
brain.
an element.
Yeah, pretty much. What element? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're
in
talking
the
about.
movies, like he created like a new type of reactor,
Oh yeah.
and Jarvis was talking to him and said, "Congratulations, you've just created a new element."
Oh, I don't remember. What movie is that?
It might be Iron Man 2.
I was gonna say that's been a while since I've seen that.
It was either Iron Man 2 or Iron Man 3.
I still defend Whiplash, and we're gonna do a Whiplash fucking matchup.
Fair enough. We'll just have to find the DC counterpart.
Catwoman.
But anyway,
She's gotta
Tech
go.
Tech is 100% going to Iron Man. So
Okay.
it's 2-1.
The Iron Man.
Next is outfit.
You know what? I'm gonna add another thing, just for like, just because it applies to these two. I added sidekicks as the last category.
Did Iron Man really have sidekicks?
War Machine.
I don't know. Like, man,
Without Iron Man, there is no War Machine.
I know, but like, just because he gave him a suit, I wouldn't really categorize him as a sidekick.
I would, because he gives him the suit to help him. He doesn't really give it to him to like fuck it off and like do whatever.
I guess I can see that because, like, in Civil War
Plus-
and Iron Man 2 and 3, War Machine is always there to back
Right.
him up, and he's like,
They kind of have that Batman Robin, not son father, but like brotherly
Yeah.
relationship too. So I figured that would make a little sense. Plus, I added it for future ones in case like anybody else has a sidekick. But Marvel really doesn't do the whole sidekick thing.
no, not really.
Like I can't think of one other than like early Captain America. Like I can't think of anybody who has a sidekick in Marvel.
Yeah.
Because Bucky started out as just Cap's sidekick and a friend.
I don't know. They don't really see it as like a sidekick, but more of like a partnership. Because I would say that like Hawkeye and
mean-
Black Widow, they're not sidekicks, but they're like really good partners.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know. I feel like them two together is almost like
Kind of like WandaVision. They kind of give
Yeah.
off that like sidekick vibe.
I don't know. That's more of like a couple energy.
Yeah.
Like WandaVision is like Batman, Catwoman.
And then you have
Oh, hello, Barbara.
then you have Wiccan and Speed.
Can we do a mashup of Bat Metal versus somebody one day?
Well, my God, there's nobody that does it better than Bat Metal. I don't even think Avengers or like any kind of Marvel family has like a Bat Metal style video. Unless the people I don't remember the YouTube name.
Dude, we could do Bat Metal versus Spooder Man.
Is that a thing?
You don't know what Spooder Man is?
No.
Yeah, you do. I'll show you. I mean, I don't think he has videos. It's just a picture, but we could still do something fun.
It's a picture?
Yeah. You don't remember Spooder Man?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
For those of you who have been with us for a little while.
Oh my God!
You've never seen
What
that?
is that?
You've never seen that?
No.
Oh my Lord, that's internet gold right there. For those of you who have been around for a while and have listened to like the first couple of podcasts, and
Honestly, I think I remember Logan. He used to say Spooder Man.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. How do you not remember Spooder Man? Our friend Logan used to say it all the fucking time.
We got to get that little shit back on the podcast.
Yeah,
day.
we need to bring him back on.
Logan, if you ever listen, I know you're a jackass and you don't watch my podcast, but
It's hard to work a YouTube when you're drunk and in college all the time.
yeah, whenever you're out having fun and your friends are trying to get out of the gutters.
Yeah, thanks for supporting us.
Yeah, Logan, I really appreciate your
Ginger.
support.
No offense to gingers.
I hope you listen to this part because I don't like you right now because you don't watch my podcast.
You don't have a soul.
All right, so fuck off, Logan. Back to the
Back to the video.
All right, so our category that we're on right now is still outfits, right?
Dude, I think right.
Because you added like two more. You added like another category.
Outfit is next.
Dude,
You want to pick two specific outfits and do it off that? Like you pick a Batman outfit and I'll pick an Iron Man outfit?
I don't know what my favorite Batman outfit is, but I think one of the cooler ones is the Batman Beyond.
Which one is that?
I don't think this one has a cape. It's more of like a solid
Oh,
black with a,
a
red bat on it.
Yeah. I was thinking of live action movies, but yeah.
I like that one.
I love Batman Beyond. Oh, okay. Well, if you're doing that, and I choose, and I don't know if this
Does
is
Iron
gonna,
Man have a future outfit?
I don't know. Well, I don't know about future, but I don't know if this is gonna backfire or not. But I'm choosing.
Yeah, I mean, this could be the make or break point off of the outfit. Because Batman's still in the lead and we still have a few more categories to go.
That's not what I wanted. It's showing. What is it? It keeps pulling up memes. See, this is what happens when.
I think one of my favorite Iron Man suits is I don't even know if it was like an actual outfit, but the Fantastic Four Iron Man.
Yeah, that one is pretty cool. See, this is what happens when that Marvel game, the Avengers game that came out. This is what happens whenever they are like allowed to exist. This is the suit I choose. It's the Ultimate Iron Man suit. That's what it looks like, and I'm showing Aaron for the people listening. The people listening, I'm showing Aaron. I repeated it just so you know what's happening. This is a comic, obviously, because it's a cartoon drawing.
Yeah.
And then this is what, like, how they represented it in the Iron Man, like, movies or whatever. But this is what I was talking about a second ago. The fuck is that?
I don't like that.
I don't either. Who would? I don't know if it's possible for you to do this. I'm going to show it to you in case you can. But this is why that Marvel game needs to go away and go away fast.
They're making DLC for it.
Oh, I know.
IGN posted a thing the other day on YouTube about, wow.
I don't know if I'll send this picture to you.
He looks like a fucking Happy Meal toy.
Exactly. He looks like it's creepy as fuck to look at for a while.
Yeah.
It looks like a Five Nights at Freddy's animal who got skinned of their animatronic fur.
That is.
I really hope you can figure out how to put that up on like the screen so people can see it.
I'll have to try and see what I can do. Hopefully, I mean, I could probably just get it off of Google Images.
Yeah, that's what I was on, so I figured you could. But yeah, so that's that. That's what haunts me in my nightmares.
Yeah, it's probably gonna haunt me now. That is literally
disturbing. But the MCU Ultimate Iron Man, red and like silver, is my choice. So
okay.
Between Batman Beyond and the Ultimate Iron Man suit, which one do you think is cooler?
Iron Man.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I grew up watching Batman Beyond, and I think my list of Batmans is Thomas Wayne, Batman Beyond, and then Adam West Batman.
I just kind of put myself in the position of like, if both suits were in front of me in a case, which one would I pick?
Oh, I definitely would pick Iron Man.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's
like,
no question.
That one's bulletproof, like completely bulletproof. I can make blasts out of nothing.
Yeah.
I can fly.
And I feel like with Iron Man suit, that's just a whole year of Saturdays where you just find new shit.
Yeah.
Like, honey, this thing has a flamethrower. Did you know that? Next Saturday, honey, there's a toaster.
Not to mention how quick you could probably put the suit on and get out.
Oh yeah, if that's like
I feel like a Batman suit. He's probably in the bathroom for like an hour putting that shit on. And
especially
putting his eye makeup on.
I hate that he wears eye makeup. That shit's so stupid. I mean, I get it because if he didn't, it would just have like big ass white circles around his eyes. But I don't know.
He also does this.
Yeah, I'm Batman. Hold on.
I'm Batman. You think if he had that much money, he'd just get a voice changer?
Yeah. Or just stop fucking talking.
Yeah, just don't say anything.
Bring signs with you.
Yeah, bring a touchpad or something like an iPad and just tell people.
When you get a camera, so that joke would have been funny. I just did.
Yeah. Well, you know, if we got more subscribers and more viewers, we can afford to get
give
better
us
stuff.
more money.
I'm not even asking you to give me money, man. Just subscribe so more people can see the podcast.
Give us your money. Go into your parents' wallet right now. Take out the most colorful credit card and then send it to me in the mail.
Okay, so our score right now should be 2-2, right?
I believe so. My phone doesn't like to stay open very long. It times out very fast.
We have 3
2
more.
and 2.
3 more categories?
Yes, we do.
What's the next one?
Intelligence. Who's smarter?
Iron Man.
Yeah. I mean, if we're like gonna sit here and say like who's gonna like get through college faster, Iron Man. But if we're gonna sit here and be like, you know, who's gonna infiltrate that building without getting shot in the face, and then get out with a hostage without them knowing? Batman. Like, I think
Batman's a better detective. Iron Man just has a higher IQ.
Like, what I mean is like strategic
using strategies,
knowledge.
Yeah, strategic knowledge, Batman. But on an IQ level, Iron Man.
Iron Man's gotta be smarter. He just has to be. There's no way he's not. Alright, villains versus heroes. This part.
You mean both? We're just comparing their villains, right?
Or yeah, the category is villains/heroes, not villains and heroes. But we will be. Do you want to grab your phone and do Batman? Look up Batman's villains.
Yeah.
And I will look up.
I don't really know that many Iron Man villains, to be honest.
Honestly,
I've always seen Iron Man as more of like. Honestly, everybody that's related to the Avengers, like they all just have like a big bad that they always fight.
They kind of share bad guys. Like a lot of Spider-Man bad guys are also Captain America bad guys who are also Iron Man bad guys who are also this or also that.
I think Batman's probably going to take this one because from what my understanding, I don't know all of them, but I know Batman does have really good villains.
I mean,
obviously the Joker, the Riddler, Bane. I think Bane is a really good villain. Catwoman, Scarecrow, Penguin, Two-Face, Ra's al Ghul, he's a good one as well. Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, Clayface, Mad Hatter, Hugo Strange, Harley Quinn, Man-Bat.
So pretty much all
Killer Croc.
So pretty much all of the known DC bad guys.
Firefly, that's actually a really cool one. I think Firefly would be a good matchup for Falcon.
Oh no, you know who'd be a good matchup for?
Deadshot. And Why is Deathstroke at the bottom?
Angel.
Yeah.
It'd be better for Angel. Or no, Archangel. Because Archangel can throw his feathers.
All right, so I'm gonna just take 5.
All right,
I'm gonna take 5.
Whoa. You gonna name all yours? And I don't wanna get. Hold on now. I got Ironmonger, Mandarin, Whiplash, Crimson Dynamo, Ghost, Titanium Man, Fin Fang Foom, MODOK, Doctor Doom, Blizzard, Ultron, The Living Laser, Norman Osborn, Dracula, Thanos.
Well, you see, like half of these that you're saying, I feel like are villains that he fought with other heroes, not just somebody he fought alone.
I can tell you for a fact, Ironmonger, Mandarin, Whiplash, Crimson Dynamo, Ghost, Titanium Man.
I just don't see Iron Man fighting Doctor Doom and Thanos alone.
Well, maybe not alone, but he definitely killed him alone.
Did he though?
I mean, Iron Man walked up to him, took the glove, like, took the stones out.
We're just basing it off of MCU.
I mean, we can't because, I mean, if we did that, then, I mean, I guess we could.
No, we really couldn't because,
I don't think.
well, yeah, I mean, Batman has just about everybody that I'm gonna say. I'm pretty sure he's fought in
the movies.
I don't know about Deathstroke though. I don't even know about Deadshot, because the only time that Batman and Deadshot have had an encounter, like on screen,
is Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah, that I know of.
And I don't even think they fight. They just
Batman just comes down on him while he's with his kid and tells him to come with me.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's just, yeah. I don't want even want to see that.
They made it so fucking easy for him to just take Deadshot.
Okay, so I mean, even if we're just basing it on the MCU movies, Iron Man still beats Ironmonger, Whiplash, Justin Hammer. Let's see if there's.
All right, so
Ultron.
just grab 5 of them that you know for a fact he fights alone.
Can we include older comics?
Sure. I don't know much about older
I'm about
comics.
to Google whether or not he's defeated Doctor Doom. Then.
Because that might be the turning point. Because I'm taking Batman's side. I'm gonna just go ahead and name the 5 villains for me. Joker, Bane, Ra's al Ghul, Deadshot, and Deathstroke. Those are the 5 that I think are the coolest in my opinion. So what you got for Iron Man? Hello? What you got for Iron Man? What's your 5 villains?
What's the score right now?
It should be 2-2.
2-3. Tech, outfit, and intelligence is Iron Man.
Alright.
Okay, so what are you doing? Are you doing movie villains or are you just doing villains?
Just villains. The ones that I know that he would fight, that he has fought alone.
Okay, so you were right about Doctor Doom. That is a team effort.
I would assume so.
Because Doctor Doom is several power levels above Iron Man. And even Google's like, oh, it's no contest. Literally, it said that. It said, there's no contest. Dr. Doom would win every time.
Yeah.
So
I figured as much.
What I'm going to bring to the table is Ironmonger, Whiplash, the real Mandarin, like the 10 Rings Mandarin, because I know he does fight him alone. Crimson Dynamo, which is basically just a bigger Iron Man, like a dude steals Iron Man technology and does that. And then
sounds like a reincarnation of Killmonger, or not Killmonger, Ironmonger.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, the only thing about Crimson Dynamo is he doesn't do it how Ironmonger does it. Like in the movies, at least, Ironmonger is like a part of the company. It just takes it. You know, he's like steals from Tony. In Crimson Dynamo's case, he just straight up fucking steals it, like as a villain. And then the last one I'm gonna give, because I know that in the comics, at least they fight and he wins, is Ultron.
Okay.
So you got Ultron, you got Crimson Dynamo, Mandarin, Whiplash, and Ironmonger.
All right. I can't remember the fourth one I had. I had Joker, Deadshot, Deathstroke, Bane. Dude, I can't remember who the last one I picked. One moment. Dude, we should really just fucking do this before we get into a podcast.
Yeah, we really need to start getting some information down.
Okay, Ra's al Ghul, that's who I picked.
Okay, well, I feel like as far as like defeating something on your own, the ones that you named, just run through them one more time, real quick.
Joker, Deadshot, Deathstroke, Bane, and Ra's al Ghul.
I think the biggest threat out of the ones you named are Bane and Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
Just out of like pure, what do you call it?
I feel like Bane has a little bit of wit to him.
Like,
but
I feel like those will put up the biggest fight for Batman. Like, that will be the harder.
Deathstroke, I feel like Deathstroke would probably put up more of a fight than Bane, in my opinion. Like, Bane is stronger, but Deathstroke has more wit.
Yeah. I think it depends on what kind of Bane you pick.
Yeah.
If you pick animated series Bane, it's not that hard. Yeah, he's big and strong, but he's also big and heavy, so it's harder for him to move around and stuff. But pick Tom Hardy Bane. That Bane's smart. That's an intelligent terrorist Bane.
Yeah.
And he's also strong.
Yeah.
So I think...
Like, Deathstroke, he's not as strong as Bane.
I would say Tom Hardy Bane is equal to Whiplash. Because he's not a giant hulking Bane, but he's strong.
Yeah.
He's not so big and strong that he's dumb. You know, he's a nice level meathead type, kind of just big, buff dude.
So if you put that Bane up against
Whiplash, I think that would be an even fight.
No, what I was going to say is if you put that Bane up against Deathstroke, who do you think would be...
Deathstroke's the orange one, right?
Yeah, orange and like a bluish, dark blue maybe.
And then you had Will Smith, right?
No, that's Deadshot.
No, you have, like, that's your list, is those, both of them are on your list, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think Deathstroke is honestly the better villain than Bane because,
oh, yeah.
like, they're both strong. They both have,
From
like,
an
inhuman strength.
From an interest standpoint.
But Deathstroke is like, he's like a high-tier assassin.
I think when you do the Bane versus Batman, when you do that, it's kind of like Doomsday Superman type thing.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of go into it with like, man, you know, Batman's going to have some time with this. And by the end of it, Batman's like, has his back broke.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody knows the famous comic where he breaks the bat.
See, I don't know many stories about Deathstroke and Batman, but
I don't either.
I mean, I would say that Bane probably did the most damage to Batman if you're comparing like Bane and Deathstroke.
Yeah, those two, yeah.
Because he broke his back, so...
I mean, if we're going who caused Batman the most pain overall?
Probably Bane.
I'd say the Joker.
Well, no, I meant just out of those two.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying out of all 5 of yours.
Oh, yeah, Joker. I mean, that's...
Joker's gotta be.
That, like, instantly when you think of Batman, you think of Joker, so... Like,
oh, dude, I just thought of a good mashup. Joker and Red Skull.
Yeah?
That'd be a good one.
Probably do that next. Dude, I'm sorry, but just based off, not even really based off of like which villains cause more trouble or like pain to that specific hero, but just like overall of the cooler villains.
If you want to do cool,
I'm taking Batman.
If you want to do cool, then yeah, Batman. If you want to do how much effort, you know, would it take to stop those individuals?
Yeah.
I think in my mind, I think it's obvious that it's Iron Man.
I don't know, man. Because Joker puts Batman in a lot of bad, like, situations.
Yeah, but it's usually Joker putting him in that situation and then fucking off for the rest. You know what I mean? Like, Joker sets traps and then lets Batman pretty much run through them and, you know, either get snagged up or, like, figure it out.
Yeah.
There's not many instances of Joker sitting there like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm just, come here. Like, we're going to fight this shit out right now. Like, that's just not how he is. As to where literally everyone I just named is in a big giant suit of metal with guns strapped to them, ready to blow the fucking world apart.
Well, I mean, another thing is that,
Mostly.
like, I would say a lot of the Batman movies that I've seen, there's more than one villain.
Yeah, a lot of yeah.
Because even with the Heath Ledger Joker, I'm pretty sure at that point he was still having to fight Scarecrow.
I don't remember. I remember Scarecrow being dealt with like when the movie opened. I didn't think Scarecrow really popped up anymore after that opened.
Well, it wasn't like, no, he was still in there. I don't like, he was in like two of the 3 movies, if I'm not mistaken, because I think
he was in more than one movie.
Well, yeah, he was in 2 of them. Batman Begins and so Scarecrow was like the main villain for Batman Begins, and then no, he wasn't. He was the second tier because then you had Ra's al Ghul, and then Batman Returns, or I think it was a Dark Knight. Yeah, when Heath Ledger was in there, and you still had Scarecrow, and then you had whichever one Bane was in.
I mean, I don't know. Was Scarecrow being in that many movies and not really having that big of
He wasn't. I don't even see him. Like, just from those movies, he didn't really give him that much of a hassle. It was just more of like, he just got him high, pretty much.
Just like
until Batman figured out how to get an antidote.
Like an asshole, like a homeless asshole. Just throws his shit at you when you pass by him. Hey, take this. That's all Scarecrow is in that movie. So you're definitely not getting a point for that. But Batman, he fights this homeless Scarecrow guy that's on drugs and doesn't know who he is and wears a dumb hat.
It's funny as shit because he hits him with his own gas, and Scarecrow just goes like, he just like gets his mind blown from his own gas.
How are you not already immune to it?
I don't know, bro.
Like, what the fuck? That's like a weed dealer selling weed, and then you be like, oh yeah, man, this shit good, and the dude's like,
I've never smoked before.
Oh yeah, I don't smoke weed. What do you like? I've heard it's bad for you. In fact, what the hell? That don't make no kind of sense. But since I think we still have like 2 categories, right? Yeah, we have 1 category.
So the villains, we're giving it to Iron Man.
I mean, I want to come to an agreement, but
I would say we just tie it because I'm still on Batman's side for villains.
So what I'm gonna do is,
so neither one of them get a point for that category.
Right. Okay. So sidekicks is left, and this will either tie it up or give it to Iron Man.
I thought we had 2.
No, I thought we did too, but we have done.
What's the score so far?
Accuracy, strength, Batman. Skills, powers, skills and powers, Batman. Tech, Iron Man. Outfit, Iron Man. Intelligence, Iron Man. Villains, draw. Sidekicks is what we're at now. So,
dude, this was gonna tie it up if there was another category, which I thought there was, but sidekicks, since you mentioned War Machine, you put me in a really bad fucking spot because War Machine is like my favorite fucking character from Marvel.
War Machine and Robin.
War Machine would literally
a decorated war general.
He would obliterate the fuck out of Robin. Hold on. Like, I'm sorry,
but a decorated war general with a bunch of awards
versus a teenager in tights,
a giant minigun and rockets and rocket boots and this cool helmet.
I'm sorry, but he's just out of Robin's league.
Bitch.
He's just out of Robin's league, man.
I don't even think Robin should be allowed in a league.
Like, all right, look, if Rhodey did not have
especially
the suit,
not the Justice League.
I will give Robin this. If Rhodey did not have the suit, I think.
Oh yeah,
he would. Like I think his combat skills would beat the shit out of Rhodey.
Just standard military training would not prepare you for a 5'4" ninja.
No, but that suit is just so out of his league.
No.
I'm sorry. Like if he had Batman's backup,
I'll even give you Nightwing.
I don't.
It's
even
still
know.
not a chance.
No.
There's no chance. No.
I mean, Red Hood's the only one that even uses guns, and it's like he just has handguns. You're going up against a fucking, basically a jet.
Yeah. I mean,
you're going up against a bomber.
Yeah, the only person, I mean, it's basically just a walking AC-130.
Yeah. I mean, that's, yeah, pretty much.
The only person I can think that
even if you even put it down to suits, Robin's suit is lame. If it's like, if you can just see his chicken legs straight up with the like Speedo on.
I don't mind skinny Robin.
If it's like the Teen Titans Robin where he has like the black pants,
right?
That's not that bad.
Don't put your underwear on the
No.
outside, kid.
And for God's sakes, wear pants.
Yes, please.
But I'm sorry, War Machine's outfit, his suit,
And it
is
doesn't.
just too cool.
You don't even have to pick one.
No.
They all look good.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
all look
just the gun
so
mounted
much
on
better.
his freaking shoulder is the
Which
coolest
one?
shit ever.
Which gun and which shoulder?
So, I mean, there it is. It's 4-2.
Our first Marvel win, ladies and gentlemen.
So many people are gonna be salty that Batman lost, but
Can you believe it?
I'm sorry.
Batman sucks yet another day.
damn, we actually went over an hour on this one.
So, yeah, you weren't wrong when you said that this matchup would take a little while.
Well, I know we spent probably a good 10 minutes on our fucking phones trying to get information on these characters.
Yeah.
Which is bad because it's Iron Man and Batman. Like, how?
two of the most known characters.
Here we
in the
are
world.
trying to make a podcast on heroes, and we're still looking up information on fucking
God.
Batman and Iron Man.
All right, so just to recap with like the matchups and stuff, because we are gonna do a tournament when we get to enough people to justify a tournament, like through the winners, and maybe even the losers. I don't know. So far the winners are Green Arrow, Aquaman, and Iron Man, and the losers are Hawkeye, Black Panther, and Batman.
So, did you want to do like a losers versus winners?
I was thinking we would do a bracket of the winners and do a bracket of the losers and see who the king of the losers and the king of the winners is.
Okay, yeah, I could go with that.
Because it's going to be a bloodbath. Because it's a whole, like, our winners right now. Because the way I want to do it is I'm going to research the most powerful version of that character. And right now, our winners are Green Arrow, Aquaman, and Iron Man.
I guess.
I feel really bad for Green Arrow. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll just have to do some research on what our next guys are going to be.
Our next battle.
I say that we just keep doing the heroes until we can do the bracket, and then after that bracket, we'll go into villains.
Well, why don't we just let the comments decide, Aaron?
Because they don't exist, Elijah.
Well, we're going to find out that. Hey, people in the comments, I want you to do me a favor. Comment if you want the next matchup to be between some females or some villains. So do that.
I'm down for some females because
Okay,
I don't
well,
want this whole thing to be a sausage fest.
how does blank blank versus blank sound?
I guess that just sounds blanktastic.
Oh, well, blankety blank me right in the blank.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode. And just, you know, we say we're going to have another one ready by Saturday, but we can never get our shit together.
We won't.
We'll probably have another one coming up with at least the next 10 days. Just be looking for that. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Please like and subscribe if you don't mind.
Please
and
blank and blank. And this has been Blank on Blank. And
leave some comments down
you've been
below.
listening to Blank. And if you want to leave a couple of blanks in the blank blank, we would really blank and blank it. So, you know, just blank you and blank your friends. And, you know, don't be blanking your animals. That's legal. I'm pretty sure that's legal in most states. So, yeah, no blankety blanks on the blank and blankers. So, you know, just have a good blanking day. You know, as Mr. Rogers said, we blank you just the way you blank. So, you know, blank.
What Elijah said. Goodbye.